Welcome to Radio KVAIL, K-Vail, all recovery, all the time. The radio show with non-stop, once-a-year programming before a live audience. As we also pretend to broadcast to the entire world, but yes, the subtly placed cameras do mean you'll find this on our YouTube channel soon.
K-Vail is produced by Vail Place, a one-stop shop for community-based mental health services that promote complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Built on the values and rigorous standards of the internationally proven clubhouse model, Vail Place. Thank you for joining us.
Hey there. You made it. Great. I'm a recovery superhero. You can call me Superhero Thomas, or just Thomas. We can keep it informal. Whatever. So the last time I was here, and I think some of you were here, the last time I showed through a play I wrote how I made my way to Vail Place and how that led to my becoming a recovery superhero. And in that play was based on the fact that as a kid, I started hearing voices and seeing visions that were really scary. I read a lot of comic books, and these visions started to take the shape of comic book villains.
I am Dubitor, Demon of Doubt.
I am Debilitor, Demoness of Desperation.
Guys, hold off. I'm not quite ready for you yet.
You think you can control us.
I made you up, so yeah, I can.
Oh, he's got a point.
That's debilitating.
Just be quiet. You'll get your chance. Anyway, so out of my obsession with comic books and superheroes,
And super villains.
I created in my mind, you're not real, remember that. I created these characters and put them into this play that represented my personal battles with mental illness and the more cosmic battles that our community faces in dealing with mental health. Cosmic may be an overstatement, but it's big stuff. 1 in 4 people have a mental illness. People with mental illness die 25 years earlier than other people.
Oh, and you're going to bore these people to death with statistics.
They want personal stories. Everybody knows that. You're going to ask them for money later, for goodness sakes.
Just let me finish. My play last year got really good reviews. Not like in the New York Times, but comments from the audience. People said it was good, and it ended with a cliffhanger with Visionary Woman.
Gadzooks!
You're not bringing back VW.
Visionary Woman says towards the end,
there is a bigger battle to fight. There are many people who need the power of Vail Place, but who haven't had access. Can we reach them all? Maybe not, but we're going to try.
I know that left everyone waiting to hear what would happen, so I've written a sequel. Recovery Superheroes, the battle continues. So with no further ado...
You've got to do a sponsor spot here?
You do it.
No!
You've done it before. You're best suited. Cue music.
Our program today is brought to you by TCF Bank. In rhythm with your goals, at TCF, we're proud to offer services and opportunities designed to help improve everyday life for our customers, our employees, and the communities we serve. TCF Bank. Delta Dental of Minnesota. Your smile is powerful. It deserves Delta Dental of Minnesota. We have a dental plan that fits your needs and budget. One of the largest providers of dental benefits in the upper Midwest, Delta Dental of Minnesota. Success Computer Consulting, providing managed network support, advanced network engineering, outsourced help desk, and database and reporting services, all designed to help you achieve business success. Success Business Consulting.
Recovery Superheroes, the battle continues. VW, let's take it from your line again.
There is a bigger battle to fight, and there are many people who need the power of Vail Place, but who haven't had access. Can we reach them all? Maybe not, but we're gonna try.
Vail Place superheroes building on success.
Fail place nasty villains loving to repress.
So many homeless people left in sheer distress.
We love homeless people and their homelessness.
Count on us they can to help them find their way. To find a place that's home, not just a place to stay.
You can help a few, but we'll hurt many more. We'll tell good people lies, so the homeless are ignored.
We'll give them our support to build their self-esteem and realize they have strength once again to dream.
You're pushing pretty words that may sound very cool, but we have weapons too that make us super cruel. Our best is widespread stigma. Stigma, stigma, stigma. Derailing fragile lives, upending all their dreams till no more hope survives.
You see what we're up against? They're nasty, aren't they? So despite the fact that Vail Place has more than doubled in size in the last few years, and we serve over 2,000 people this year alone, these guys just won't stop. You know that there are many people who yet to be served by Vail Place.
Yeah! Stigma! Stigma! Stigma!
Stigma means that we need to fight even harder. Our members, they count on us. You count on us to fill the gaps in the mental health system, to keep people out of the hospital, save your tax dollars, and save lives. We need more superheroes, but where do we find them? Cue music.
You can count on us. We have done so much, but there's more to do. Can we count on you?
You guys, I think I know this song.
Back off.
Is it all right? All right. Well,
The reason Vail Place finds success is all about the things we stress. The dignity of work, the pride, the strength each person has inside. The focus on the clubhouse way, especially the word order day.
But first, there's something you should see. With volunteers, we need just 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, will you please join us on stage? Okay, so while they're joining us, you are about to see 2 brief scenes, both based on true stories. Our volunteers are going to improvise these scenes. Brave souls, aren't they? And as we cue them in on what they'll be doing,
Recovery Superheroes. The Battle Continues is also sponsored by North Memorial Healthcare. Your care, your way. Health Partners. Great care and coverage, all in one place. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota. The power to do more.
okay, so the first scene that you're about to see is about John. Is John. And John lives with bipolar, and he lives with his father. John has hardly moved and spoken in weeks. John hears voices. And we have a police officer who's joining us. All right. So our volunteers have been getting some prompts about the improvisation, and it looks like they're ready to go.
You're worthless. You'll never be anything.
You'll never do anything right. Just give up.
Oh, gee, man.
John.
Hey, see that window?
Just jump out of
John,
it. Just
are you
get
all right?
out of here. Just
Yeah. This
John,
guy.
come in. I got some food
Hey,
for you.
hey,
All
hey,
right,
stand up.
all right, just relax.
I don't
John,
know you.
okay,
You
John, I'm your dad.
here.
John, look at me.
I'll kill
John,
you.
okay,
I'll
okay,
kill you.
relax.
Leave me alone.
911, I
Stay
need to talk
away
to the
from
police
me.
officer.
Stay out of
Yes,
my-
it's my
Stay
son.
away.
My son needs agitated.
Stay away.
Please, send someone out,
Don't
please,
ever
right
come
now.
back
Thank you.
near me.
John, relax.
I'll
Just
kill
relax.
you.
I'll kill you.
I had a call about a disturbance.
Yes, sir. It's my son. His name is John.
All right,
He's
sir.
upset.
Stay away.
Sir, you need to
Stay
calm
away.
down.
No, there's somebody else.
Sir,
There's
could you look at me,
somebody else.
please?
Turn around.
Sir,
There's
just
somebody
calm
else.
down, please. All right, we're going to take you downtown. Come on, no, come on. Take you downtown. Take you downtown.
I was taken to the hospital and kept in restraints because I was so upset. My head was hurting so bad. I told the doctor it felt like something was eating at my brain. And he told me it was all in my head. Like so many other times, after being in the psych ward for several days, they decided to run medical tests. And they found out that I had brain cancer. My God. Like doctors always had assumed that the cause of my illness, my mental illness, was the cause of everything. Doctors have always assumed that my mental illness was the cause of everything. I thought that was worth repeating. The doctors found my cancer. Too late. I died soon after.
This should never happen. So to do our part in ensuring that more people don't suffer like John, Vail Place has started a program called Vail Care. Vail Care provides whole person integrated care for individuals with complex mental and physical health needs. We're excited about this program and the difference it'll make for people like John. Okay, so we're going to check back in with our volunteers while you hear more from our generous sponsors.
Additional support from our program comes from Excel Energy, Associated Benefits and Risk Consulting, A Fresh Look Inc., and also Bremer Bank and Fredrickson and Byron.
All right, so our second story is about someone that we'll call Olivia. Olivia lives with schizophrenia, and she's gone to the pharmacy. We have our pharmacist. Olivia constantly hears voices in her head, in her voices, and we have a police officer.
You're so stupid.
Don't believe this man.
Hi there, can I help you?
He is not a real
Yes,
pharmacist.
can you make them stop? Can you make them stop, please? And
there's
also,
someone-
my wrist, it really hurts. The FBI implanted a chip in my wrist.
Okay, do you have a prescription?
I
or?
know, but you have a device that can remove it? Please.
I don't think I've
I'm
heard
in so
of-
much pain here, sir.
You know what, would you just hold on a second?
And make them stop.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Can you please make them leave me
911?
alone?
Yeah, I've got someone here causing a disturbance. Could you send some
painful.
police?
Please
Thank
help
you.
me,
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
sir.
Yeah, just calm down.
No,
Things
it's
will-
the FBI. They're coming, and they
I
implanted
really
something
don't
in my
know.
wrist.
You know,
Hello?
hey, here's
Hello,
somebody
is
who
there a
could
problem?
probably-
Oh,
Look
Hello?
what you've done. You did it again.
yes.
not a real
The
police
FBI has
officer.
implanted something
This
in
is
my
a
wrist. I'm in a lot of
Nazi.
pain.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Can I get your name? What's your
My
name?
name's Olivia.
All right, Olivia,
believe him. He's
why don't we go to the
pretending
hospital? I'll get a doctor to look at
Stop.
it. They'll take care of the pain, all right?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Turns out I didn't have a chip in my wrist that caused my pain, but the pain was real. I had a fractured wrist. I fell when I'd had a bit too much to drink. Another issue for me. The hospital they took me to, North Memorial, treated the fracture right away. You know what else they did? They had me see a care navigator from Vail Place. I had no idea what a care navigator was, but he helped me make a plan for after I was released, so I wouldn't just end up back in the hospital. That had never happened before. I'd always just been given some meds and sent on my way. This time, I had a plan. It didn't work the first time. I was back in the hospital just a couple weeks later, but the care navigator didn't give up on me. He was so nice, so I decided to follow his advice on a number of things, including going to Vail Place. That's where we're going to take you now. Come on, you're going to like it.
Okay, can we get a quick round of applause for our wonderfully talented volunteers? All right, so we need one more volunteer. How about you? And look at that, you've got a script in your hand.
We're going to do a little scene to add a jolt like more caffeine, so you'll be sharp and learn to parry.
We've got a thrust that's oh so scary.
If you don't have a weapon strong,
You're weak.
you're wrong.
There's ignorance that's so deep-seated, but we have the map that's needed. That shows the path we should be on to make these villains soon be gone.
Woo! Now it's your turn.
I am Duvator, demon of doubt.
Oh, he is scary.
Only if you don't know how to deal with him. Dubator, what's your message about mental health recovery?
Mental health recovery? That's a pipe dream, ma'am. Everyone sees the mentally ill. They don't see people.
Well,
Yeah, it's sad, but I kind of think he's right about that.
Yeah.
that's one for the villain. No worries. Bob, a member superhero, will show you the way.
Look, when I was born, I never said I wanted to be a person living with a mental illness. But it's part of who I am. I've always thought I was worthless and lived with suicidal thoughts in the back of my mind. Through Vail Place, I finally came to believe that I'm not worthless. Vail Place is like someone who turned on a light for me, a real beacon toward my recovery.
But what do you mean by your recovery? There's no cure for mental illness, so there's no real recovery, right?
Look, what do you want out of life?
I mean, you know, family, friends, a nice place to live, work I like, and to be the best person I can be, I guess.
Well, that's what recovery means to me. A chance to be what I can be. It's what I find if I've the chance to do my own kind of awkward dance. But I need a hand to find my tune. And once I do, I'll shoot the moon. That's what Vail Place means to me. My special recovery.
Well, clearly you're the exception. My son has mental illness. I can't even get him to leave his room.
That was me too. I saw that same look in my mom's eyes that I'm seeing in yours. She felt lost because I felt completely lost. I had no idea what to do, where to get help, and I was having panic attacks daily. Finally, I went to Vail Place. My first day there, I had a panic attack and had to go to the emergency room.
Aha!
But I came back again and have been a member of Vail ever since.
Aha! Yeah, why did you come back? I mean, what was it about Vail Place?
The first thing I noticed was that Vail was very different to the other mental health programs I had tried. There's equality between the staff and members.
A lot of it is the work order day. I'm the kind of person who needs structure in my life.
The work order day at the clubhouse is just like going to work. You come in, get a cup of coffee, go to the department you work in, have a meeting, and get an assignment. Then after lunch break, have another cup of coffee. A meeting to talk about employment, education, recreational opportunities, share accomplishments, struggles, then it's back to work.
Every day it's tough getting here, but I do it because it makes me feel better. It might work for your son.
Oh, but seriously, can you please get him out of my house? Oh, sorry. That didn't really sound right.
Well, if anyone can help your son live on his own and find independent housing, it's probably Vail Place.
No. Don't listen to them. They're mentally ill. You'd be crazy to listen to them. Well, I mean, seriously, I think I'd be crazy not to. Tell me more. How does Vail Place help you guys find your tune?
Well, when I first began coming, I hid myself away. It was difficult to overcome my own internalized stigma, and even more difficult to admit I have a mental illness. As it turned out, I found I received the support I needed and felt accepted. I began climbing out of my shell, offering to help in any capacity. I've grown and know I'll continue to grow. I began using some of the skills I had before my diagnosis over 2 years ago.
I am treated with dignity and respect. I'm wanted and needed and gently encouraged to participate.
Vail Place has given me courage.
Vail Place is everything to me now. It is my community and my family.
In many ways, I find the clubhouse unusual. I have learned that I am not here to be treated for an illness or treated like a patient. It's been nice for me to be treated as a person rather than a person with a mental illness.
That's right. In other programs, they treat me like a patient. I'm reminded over and over that I'm sick. Here, I'm treated like a person. They don't baby me.
Okay, but honestly, this is starting to sound like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah.
What, reality check here.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's have this out. I thought this was the battle continues, not a bunch of nonprofit do-gooders singing Kumbaya.
All right. You want to have it out? We'll have it out. The two of you against the recovery superheroes.
So, two of us, probably just two of you guys, right?
Oh no, Clubhouse superheroes fight together, and they're a force to be reckoned with.
No problem. They're only as strong as their weakest link, and they're nothing but a collection of weak links. You go first. Do your worst!
Clubhouse sounds like a bunch of children in a treehouse. Yeah!
Come on, try again. Come on. Next.
Vail Place Clubhouse has worked all over the world. 340 clubhouses in over 30 countries. Yeah!
Just toying with them.
Let me show you how it's done. Only 15% of people like you people are employed. Doesn't sound like recovery to me.
I think you hit a nerve.
Thought I would.
I missed work because of my symptoms, and I lost my job because of absences due to being hospitalized. Without a job, I lost my home, then my car. Work was my identity. I worked all the time. Losing my work was as bad as losing my family.
Gotcha!
Not quite. Vail Place got me a transitional employment job that led to a regular job. Over 60% of people with serious mental illnesses want to work, but only 2% get support. At Vail Place, all members have access to employment support, and over 20% work. Ah!
Good job, Deb.
Bite me!
Okay, this is surefire. How many of you have been homeless? Huh? All right, how many of you are still homeless? There you go. A third of homeless people have a serious mental illness. Don't even get me started on jails and prisons.
That's true, but those people aren't getting treatment.
I suppose Vail Place is gonna treat all those folks?
Well, Vail Place sure helped me. I'm homeless in a shelter, but Vail Place is working with me to find safe, stable housing. I'm feeling more positive than I have for a while.
Vail helped me when I was homeless, and they didn't just find housing for me. They go to bat for me to make sure I don't lose my housing.
Vail Place helped me find an apartment. I was so happy because it was my first time on my own. Well, not entirely my own exactly. I have Bob, my cat.
Great job, Vail Place. Drops in the bucket of housing the homeless.
Drops in the bucket.
Oh my God.
More and more drops, actually. We've expanded our housing services, and we're really good at providing the support that people need to stay stably housed. And we're getting a lot of attention for our approach to helping tackle homelessness for some of the people who are most at risk.
You're not going to listen to her, are you? So you help a few people each year.
2,000 and growing.
Hang on to your wallets, folks. The cost for these kinds of services is outrageous.
Actually, it's just the opposite. A recent study showed that Clubhouse, very similar to Vail Place, brought $14 of value for every $1 received.
What do you think about that? Well, the stigma thing is still true. You need people to support you. You said so yourselves that you need more superheroes to overcome the likes of us. And we have public opinion on our side.
That's right, we have public opinion on our side. Most people still don't trust you guys. They think you're violent, and even scarier than she is.
We are.
We are.
Well, I believe what I see right in front of my very own eyes. When you meet the members, when you see the true faces of mental illness, it's not that scary. And you guys aren't as scary as you think.
Yeah, you're not as scary as you think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, help me boo these villains away! All right, folks, that boo makes all of you superheroes too. If you look look on your table, there are masks. Put them on. Come on, I'm standing here, I'm watching. I can see my husband over there and Realtor Ted. Put on your masks, come on. Now, you have to agree that it's inspiring to see what the members accomplish despite the challenges they face. And it is amazing how little it takes them to help them find their tune.
Yes, I need a hand to find my tune. And once I do, I'll shoot the moon. That's what Vail Place means for me. My own.
My own.
My own?
My own special recovery.
All right, friends, come on forward, take a bow. My goodness, and ladies and gentlemen, just one more quick round of applause for our cast and crew. Really, really amazing job. And I would be desperately remiss if I didn't take just a tiny second to call out Stefano and Mary for their many talents and dedication. They wrote the script, acted, and directed. A round of applause, please, for them as well. Yep. So, hello, hi. My name's Emily Pearl. I get to do the fun stuff here. I'm the board chair. Let's get down to some business, right? Before asking the table host to pass out their pledge forms, Jeremy, I was supposed to ask you to pass out the pledge forms, and I totally forgot to. I'm serious. So thank you. God, thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. We depend on you for not only being here and being an audience, but also being supportive of Vail Place. The impact is incredible for the people Vail Place serves and critical as we continue to grow a lot. If you remember, we've almost doubled in the last couple of years. So the back page of your program shows some of the immediate needs we have to meet up with that growth. For one, we definitely can't keep up with more members coming to us without increasing clubhouse capacity. We need to extend the hours at both clubhouses so they're open, and we are now renovating the uptown clubhouses. Okay, table hosts, Jeremy, please pass out the pledge packets. I'm really excited to quickly go over these pledge forms with you. First off, the great news, the WASI Foundation for providing a $5,000 challenge grant. I mean when we hit 5,000 in new or increased gifts and pledges, that grant will kick in. Seriously, when? And we have Jan Preble from the WASI Foundation with us. Jan, somewhere around here? Thank you, Jan. Thank you, everyone at WASI. And now your pledge form lays out all the options for making a contribution. On the very top and the most important, you'll find the opportunities to join our multi-year Dr. Vail Giving Society. If you can make a multi-year pledge, it's such a boon. Boon. Oh, boon, a thing that is helpful or beneficial, especially when donating to Vail Place. And it helps us plan for the future, saves administrative costs, and it's convenient for you. To make it more convenient, we've even done the math for you if you want to pay monthly. More about that in a second. So it costs us about $1,000 to provide services for one member for an entire year. Coincidentally, that just happens to match up nicely with our suggested giving levels. But there's also space on the fourth line to make a multi-year contribution at any amount that suits you. And a box to the right provides an easy option for current Giving Society members to increase or extend their pledges. Seriously, any gift at any level, multi-year or one time, is enormously valuable to our members. We've shown you today how important the amazing work and the incredible impact that gift has. So if you'd like to make a one-time gift, just use that fourth line and mark it as one time. And the next section is where you let us know how you'd make your contribution, check, credit card, electric funds transfer. That's how I do my contribution, by the way. What's pretty awesome is once I set it up, it's taken care of, and then I get regular updates and thank yous from Vail Place for my pledge. There's also a place to mark if you'd like to make a pledge with stock, and a space to indicate if your company will match your gift. I know Target, Xcel Energy, they all match, so make sure to check that box. Your table host should be able to help you with any questions you have, Jeremy. And you can also grab me or Vicky, and we'll be happy to help as well. I'm gonna give you guys just a couple of minutes to finish filling out your forms, and then I'll be back with a final word. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the part that I love the most. From the very bottom of my heart, I get to thank you. I've been on the board for about 7 years now, and it has been a privilege to be a part of it. And now as the board chair, it is a privilege to serve the organization. And I couldn't be more humble when I say thank you. We have so much fun coming and doing the play for you guys, but it really is all about you being here and supporting the organization. So thank you for taking time, thank you for being here. Cast and crew, as you can see, is gonna join you in the audience, so please feel free, high five, get to know them, shake hands. In the center of your tables, there are coffee mugs. Oh, and you can take your masks home too, by all means. But the coffee mugs are your gift for being here. Thank you. And then inside your handout is also a bookmark. The bookmark kind of highlights some of the work that we do at Vail Place and what our immediate needs are. So please take that home with you as well. Again, it has been a true pleasure, and I thank you so much. Enjoy your day.